Cappy. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. You all got the self, the box, the womb, the flame, the dead end, the mirror, and the apocalypse. This video is lagging so bad. I'm sorry. I think it's because I'm trying my headphones to see if that helps with the sound at all. But it's like with the headphones and the camera, now everything is lagging. So we'll see. Let me know. Anyways, okay, so Cappies, the self, the box, the wound, the dead end, the flame, the apocalypse, the mirror. I mean, you guys have been in some energy, but I feel like maybe this is a different energy. We've got the apocalypse and the dead end. I mean, there's just kind of this idea of the lifting of the veil. I feel like in your last one, you or the other person was really kind of expressing this idea of like there being a trap. Maybe we are in the same energy still. But this is like idea of like there being a trap, and you or the other person projecting that, like you're a trap, you're a trap, you're a trap, and then, like one or the other of you really like stopping and expressing the fact that like no, like I'm not the trap, you are, and like maybe stop and realize how you are the dead end to me, not the other way around. And again, either side of the story, take it how it resonates. But really just kind of discovering, I want to say, Cappies, that you were like, you got in your, I mean, Cappies, God, I love you guys so much, but y'all are some of the most stubborn people I have ever encountered in my entire life, and if you can find a reason to hold on to a grudge sometimes, even if it's just like the tiniest fraction of an image, like it's like you will hold on to that to like with death's grip. And if this isn't you that's doing this, then you're dealing with somebody who's like just holding on with the death grip of a fractured idea, where it's like, but when you hold on to this fractured idea, the reality of it is you become like an unsafe place to be. It's not safe to be confining. You guys are tradition, like you're the essence of like tradition and hierarchy and like the way things ought to be. And I think that a lot of times there's this idea, because I know, like, God, I really do. Like, Cappies are so wonderful and I love them so much. And it's just kind of like, but while a Cappy can feel very safe because it's that grounding energy, it can also be very confining. It can feel very limiting. It can feel like, like, yes, I'm safe, but now I can't grow outside of this, like safe space, and it's too confining. And I feel like there's this recognition of limits that were placed just from like sheer stubborn, I'm gonna hold on to this because I'm gonna hold a grudge type of energy, whether that's you or another person. But it's just this idea of, I want to say, like awakening to yourself. And the flame is this idea of like really being drawn to something, like a moth to a flame. So I'm not sure what it is that you're really drawn to. Or maybe it's just this idea of illumination, like really just kind of having the light put put on a situation that kind of enabled you to really see yourself in a way that you hadn't seen yourself before. Okay, let's get some clarifiers and see what else you can find out about my Cappies. Okay. The Eight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, Cappies, I mean, I really do kind of get the feeling that there's this idea of like, once you figure this out, or once this other person figures it out, there is like this quick push. Again, that fear of missing out coming through of like, I need to speak my truth on this. Like, I need to share with this message of like, I want to say of like self-revelation of how like I was restricting, or I was, like just like, what part did I play in this? Because if you blame somebody constantly for that like you did this and you did that and like there comes a point in time where you are the person who is coming at you like this, like it's all you. Um, like you really kind of have to address that because there's nothing about that is realistic, right? It's just stubborn. Um, so okay, yeah, let's see what else we can get here for my Cappies. Feels like a moment of epiphany. A moment too late. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Um, okay. Six of Cups, Page of Wands, Ace of Cups, Shadow Dance, and the High Priestess. The Six of Cups again is this idea of like going over your memories, and Cappies. I feel like it again, whichever side of the story you're on, is this idea of like really kind of retracing everything. I mean, if we're still in this conversation of like instead of projecting the fact that you think I'm a trap, how about you recognize the fact that you're the trap, and then like I want to say like reviewing this accusation, whether you're reviewing the accusation or somebody else is reviewing the accusation, it's still this review of an accusation. And I want to say that, like, this, again, it's this like flip of energy where you're like, okay, instead of feeling repulsed by an energy, now you feel pulled in by the energy. It's got this very magnet flip type of vibe to it. But it's just, like this, like now you feel very called and drawn to and tempted by, this urge to go toward a new beginning with someone who quite possibly you've been in a relationship with in the past, or have been going through these issues in your current relationship, or like you are going over reviewing your memories from this past relationship and deciding to move toward a new person altogether, but like you had been afraid to do that because of like your concerns from these past relationships, and now you're re-exploring them. It could play out any number of ways, so take what resonates, leave the rest. These are general reads. The Fool, the Knave of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. I do kind of get the idea, Cappies, that it's this, fear of missing out again, because I feel like you are this person, there's this stress of their choices. Like, I don't need you. I have choices. I have, like you've dragged me through the shit. You have treated me like I was, like the crud on the bottom of your shoe. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of resentment and animosity that I think has been, experienced in this relationship. And a part of it is, I don't think it's been because you felt that way about this person. I feel like it's because you were upset with them about something, and as a result, you shut down entirely, and then you pigeonholed, or they did that to you. Take it how it resonates, but it's this idea of like, okay, but like there's been a lot of work that's been done, and now this idea of like, and now I'm off. Now I'm going and I'm doing what I want to do, and you could be off doing what you want to do, and this person is witnessing it, and they're like, wait, like take me with you. Like I'm sorry, I didn't see that you were, like I didn't understand what you were doing. I didn't understand what you were working for. Like, and I want to do that with you. Or you are going to another person and saying that to them. Take it how it resonates. But yeah, okay, Cappies. I feel like we're starting to get into some action finally. Because I feel like your reads have really just been this like uncovering this understanding. Okay, so Sonatos. This idea of like holding hands with death, though. I mean, really and truly, I feel like this is just kind of this conversation that's occurring, or this thought process, this energy that exists of just feeling like shit, like I didn't realize, like I got stuck in it, and I just kind of stayed in it because it was easier than having to really deal with it. Okay, let's do one more card for my Cappies because I would, the one. Yeah, I mean, Cappies, I really do feel like whoever this person is that you're dealing with, I feel like there have just been major triggers that you've experienced in this relationship that have it resulted in very drastic and dramatic experiences and interactions with this person, and for whatever reason you have moved past these triggers and been able to really like work to a level of self-awareness that is enabling you to really kind of revisit, um, like past relationships and past, I want to say, triggers and points of contention. But I do kind of get the feeling that there's this idea of like maybe it's too little too late, but I guess that was in another one of your reads. Like, I hope you don't miss the boat, but if you do miss the boat, like, I hope you're okay with that too. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's still kind of present here. So maybe you're just now starting to come into that energy of like, do I or don't I? Or is it too late altogether? But yeah, I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Kathy's. Love you so much. I am doing personal reads. If you're interested in booking a personal read, the link will be below. And yeah, otherwise, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all again soon.